Hi, Tom here. In this week's Circle Line Art School video, I'll show you one way to draw an old alleyway using one-point perspective. To learn more about drawing and drawing in perspective, please visit circlelineartschool.com. The first step in this drawing in one-point perspective is to draw a horizontal line across the middle of your page. Next, draw a dot in the center, and this dot represents the single vanishing point we shall use in this one-point perspective drawing. All receding parallel lines will go towards this one single vanishing point in the center of the drawing. Next, draw 4 lines from the vanishing point. These lines should be just soft guidelines that are easy to erase later. 2 lines to the left from the vanishing point, and then 2 lines to the right. We will use these lines as guidelines for the stone alleyway, the walls on either side of the alleyway, later on in the drawing. Next, draw a rectangle in front of your vanishing point, and then draw an arch above, just a simple semicircle. Now we can repeat this shape again, but smaller inside the first arch, using your guidelines going towards the vanishing point. In this way, using our guidelines as guides, we have drawn an archway in one-point perspective. When drawing in one-point perspective, it's useful to be able to control the thickness of the lines that you use. So guidelines can be thin lines that are easy to erase. But when we know that the line that we're drawing wants to stay where it is, we're confident that it's right, then we can use a little bit more pressure on the pencil point and create darker lines. The next step is to draw a series of rectangles above the archway and to the left and the right. And then once you've drawn where you wish to place these rectangles, which are front-facing parts of a building, then from the corners we can draw some guidelines to the vanishing points to show the thickness of the sides of the buildings where they're visible from our viewpoint in one-point perspective when we're looking straight ahead at the view. And all the receding lines are going towards the center of our point of view, which is the vanishing point in the center of the drawing. In this way, we can give our buildings some depth so that they look more three-dimensional. Next, on the left side of the alleyway wall, we could draw a doorway. The vertical lines of the doorway will stay vertical, but the horizontal lines will go towards our single vanishing point in the center of our drawing. Any areas that are not receding, for example, the thickness of the doorway is a rectangle, but the top of the doorway is a rectangle which is receding into the distance. So we need to use our vanishing point to make these horizontal lines into diagonal lines going towards this single vanishing point. On the right-hand side of the wall, we could make the wall stop and then step back a little bit, using the vanishing point as a guide and changing the buildings in the background so that they fit. Once you're ready, it's time to add some details to the drawing. Next, we could add some details to the front of the buildings in the distance. These again can be drawn as small rectangles because we're looking straight on at them. But if you draw any details which are receding, then the receding lines need to go towards the vanishing point. For example, we could draw a window on the left-hand side of the wall. For my drawing, I'll draw a window that's blocked up. And the receding lines of the window will always go towards our single vanishing point, because all of the shapes are parallel to each other and receding directly away from us towards the central point where we're looking as the viewer of the image. Next, when you're ready, you could draw a series of guidelines from the vanishing point towards us, the viewer of the image, on each side of the walls of the alleyway. Again, using guidelines, soft lines, so that we can erase with ease later on. Next, we can divide these receding lines with short vertical lines, and in this way we can make the walls of the alleyway into stone walls. The thickness of the lines that you use could vary by changing the pressure that you apply to the pencil point as you're drawing, to make it look more like a stone wall as a line drawing. The last step could be to add some shading to your drawing. For my drawing I'm using a 4B pencil, but any dark pencil would be fine to use for shading. I will draw a cast shadow which is close to the wall to indicate a bright midday sunlight, and then we could add some shading into the archway which won't have any sunlight on it, and then it will also have a cast shadow on the ground. If you'd like to subscribe and join my YouTube channel, please click the link now. I post a new drawing video each week. If you'd like to learn more about my online drawing courses for beginners and my art books, please visit circlelineartschool.com. Thank you for watching and see you next time.